Hello champions, this is Gwandile Mlambisa and this is Empower and Impact, and the topic for this short video is the great treasures. So this one topic is very dear to myself and very close to my heart. So what are these great treasures? Well, I'm here to suggest today that the great treasures human beings have is relationships. Of course, relationships with other fellow human beings. As the saying goes, no man is an island. As people, from time to time, we need each other. As a matter of fact, I'm also here to suggest that the basis of human civilization has always been interdependence and interconnectedness. Whether we're conscious of it or not, and to an extent, whether we like it or not, we have to be connected to one another in order for us to progress in life. While specific circumstances in life change, such as technology, human struggles, and many other innovations, there's only one thing that does not change: the human nature. This is the case from small settings such as nuclear families, romantic relationships, marriages, small corporations, to big and large corporations such as faith-based organizations and other conventional structures. The basis of a human existence is collaboration and connected. For some reason, this makes us tick as people. Now, the question is, how do we cultivate and maintain successful and progressive relationships with other people? Maybe before we answer that question, we need to look at this very important point. I think it is useful to understand that human relationships, without exception, are based on an exchange of value. You can think about it. As the saying goes again, people want what they want from the people they want it from. The primary motivation of people coming together is the fact that they see the need to exchange value. Now, maybe the answer to the question, how do we cultivate successful and progressive relationships, might be you have to seek to become a person of value. That is to say, you yourself have a responsibility to make sure that you become a person of value. Of course, different people will interpret value differently based on their circumstances, the seasons they find themselves in, their needs and wants, and so forth. I don't need to remind you that people always seek different things at different times and for different reasons. But what is yours to consider is that you ought to cultivate value from within yourself. Now, this cultivation of value, I'm here to propose that it's got a spiritual dimension in it. How do you cultivate value? The first thing is to make sure that you find no fault in the person that God created you to be. That is to say, you must be content with the attributes that you possess. It is important to cultivate value through identifying your unique skill set, gifts and talents, and make sure that you sharpen those and harness those and serve those you come into contact with. And once that is done, the world slowly starts opening up for us. Cultivating value may also include being peaceful with yourself, finding some joyful and peaceful existence from within. As the Master Rabbi said, you can only love your neighbor to the degree that you are able to love yourself. Paraphrasing. All people at all times are always seeking to enhance the experience of their life. Important to note that the great treasure that you can possess is to cultivate successful and progressive relationships. As I said earlier, human beings largely depend on one another or on each other for a successful livelihood. Important to note that the great treasure we have lies in how we relate to ourselves and how we relate to others. It is important to see yourself as valuable and continue cultivating value for successful and progressive relationships. I don't make the rules. I'm here just to report. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and also please don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button. And of course, from me to you, I thank you for listening, appreciate your support, and I'll see you on the next video.